bam, zippity bop, boom. Hey, everybody, welcome back to Carandra Role Playing. My name is Kevin Manus Pennings, and also known as Crack Palantir, and I'll be your host and game master for this episode 190 of Brise's Tale with Mara. It is supposed to be a hat day where we wear our fun hats with the episode number, but Karen and I just moved. We don't know where our stuff is. We have no idea. You're lucky we know where our computers are. But Max, who has obliged us and stayed still instead of moving, he found his hat. So he is our hat representative. So Max is, as always, here to play the lovely and talented Paladin Brise. Max, say hello to our lovely viewers.
Hey, everybody. I do see that Karen is unfortunately invisible on our stream here.
What?
I can see her, and I think you can see her too, Kevin. Oh, there she is.
That's weird.
She's here now.
Well, good. Glad to be here.
And
Karen, why don't you say hello to everybody?
Oh, hello, everybody.
Yes, Karen is here to, in fact, I'm going to swap this. There we go. So Karen is here to play Mara, who is a martial artist. Is she now frozen? Is she frozen to you? She looks frozen to me.
She is frozen. Uh-oh. It's the glasses.
She's back. She's back.
Right. What is happening? What is happening in Mexico?
I don't know.
Okay.
You guys moved really far away.
Yes, we did.
That's right. We're back playing, and we've got we're in the elven city of Morgrim. Mm-hmm. We are awaiting. We're in a inn, and we're awaiting a response from another paladin, very experienced and cantankerous paladin named Lanok. And there is a discussion about what to do about the lake that holds souls prison, holds them prisoner, that is presently being used by the evil sorceress of Shekra.
Sorcerer.
Oh, did I say sorceress?
You did.
So this sorcerer Shekra is hoping to modify the prison to be able to trap his enemies, many of whom are fine and upstanding people, one of whom is a dragon who's actually a fine and outstanding person. And these two adventurers are trying to prevent that from happening secretly so that Oshekra's wrath is not turned toward them. Lanok, as you may have seen in the caption, is a long-standing enemy of Oshekra, messing in his affairs for quite a while. The sticking point is this. Lanok wants to free the spirits that stand guard over the lake. They are spirits of children, husbands, wives, mothers, and fathers who gave their lives to make sure that the spirit trapped in there now never escapes. Lanok finds that abhorrent and wants to free them. Mara has prayed to her god, Admia, and has, in their method of divination, which uses wind chimes, Mara has received the message that no one should speak to the spirits in this endeavor, and Lanok wants to outright free them. We are awaiting a response from Lanok, like I said, at an inn about whether or not he can help without freeing the spirits. Our heroes have awakened on the morning of October 18th in game time, and they have sat down and eaten some food and talked the matter over. And Mara is going to go outside and do her daily prayer, her morning prayers to Admia, the god of wind that she worships, and in her monotheistic faith, to see if Lanok should is somehow excluded from this ban of speaking to the spirits, or if freeing the spirits is at all permissible, is a good idea according to the God. So take it away, Mara.
That's right. So I'm going to ask those questions and do my martial arts. Sorry, as I'm getting comfortable.
Right. Part of Mara's morning prayer is are basically as part of her prayer is basic martial arts forms that she practices as a ritual and offering of faith. So she goes out to the street, Mara, and sets up her chimes, and she poses. What question are we going to pose to Admia?
Is Lanok someone we should allow, or should we release the spirits? Should we let Lanok release the spirits?
Roll for your interpretation and what the chimes are sounding.
66.
The chimes do not speak on that point.
Okay. What are they speaking on?
They tell you generally that today is a day that should be filled with caution. To be careful because danger is about.
That's every day in Karandran, though.
It is. And that's the joy I bring to your lives. Constant stress.
Hold on, I gotta take my high blood pressure medicine.
That's right. Is anyone else seeing spots? I'm concerned.
Danger is afoot.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, Mara, you gather your things, look about yourself, warily, and I assume you come back in and report to Brise.
Yes, I do.
And what are your thoughts on that, Brise?
Brise is wondering if we could watch out for Shiamak. So I says, I bet it has something to do with that woman, Shiamak. She seems like the type to capture us and get us to talk. We should stick together today and, try to stay in crowded areas if possible.
Do you honestly think that crowded areas are going to stop her? Maybe we should go to a temple. I don't know.
It's true. A temple will take you in.
Admia advised caution, not necessarily hiding. So I think we can just do what we can to keep ourselves safe.
What about, is there another temple that we could go and ask to look in their library?
For
more information about the armor, or maybe if we can find out if they have information about soul prisons.
There's several major temples here. This is a large city. All the elven cities are considerably larger than other cities in the world because as the North Kingdom fled, they flooded the other urban areas. And so even the smallest of the elven cities is 2 or 3 times the size of, say, Alamar or Convergence. So you have plenty of temples to choose from. You passed one from the docks to Albury, who is the god of love, music, and shipwrights. Surely near the docks somewhere there'd be a temple to Jalret, god of the sea and wealth.
There's also the matter of Talth. We have 4 days before she'd ask. She's going to find us and ask how our progress is. Performing her ritual.
Yeah. I think we still have time when it comes to Talth. So, I mean, at least that's my idea right now. So,
remind our audience about Talth, Karen.
She is a demon in disguise, and has taken the place of a very wealthy man's daughter, and has commissioned us forcefully to do a task for her to gather,
to steal
an item from a forgotten temple.
Well, it's not forgotten. It's just, it's just little used. It's here in town.
Okay. But, clearly she can't enter this place, and she has told us that we will. So we have until the 24th. Is that correct?
The 22nd.
22nd, I'm sorry. Today is the 18th.
But she said perform the ritual by November 15th.
Oh, right. And there's a ritual that we have to perform with the item that we...
it's a platter, a basin. What is it exactly? Remind me.
Silver platter with an inscription at the bottom. You're to pour wine in the platter and read the inscription. And that will apparently give some protection against demons, but not against the demon that Talth worships or serves. And on that note, is Talth a demon in disguise or just someone who worships a demon?
It's hard to make. Yeah, it's hard to make that determination. I'm not sure if she said.
No, she's not.
I think there is. I think something she said suggested possession of her.
Okay.
Sorry, that's what I remembered. Sorry,
Okay.
I can go back and look at my notes, but
right,
that's just from memory. So I'm
serves Almosh, who's a demon lord.
So I think we have a little bit more time to deal with that.
Okay. So we can do some more.
Just for now, that I was thinking, since the mermaids were the merfolk were the ones that told us about the soul prison, or they knew more about it. I wonder if the temple, those 2 temples that deal with shipwrights or water, that sort of thing, might know more or have more information there. So my thought is to go to the one with the shipwrights, but
I think that's a good idea, actually.
Okay.
It's related to merfolk. And Brise will keep researching, wants to do more research on Alnosh and this platter as well, if the temple libraries will allow that. We did get a lead last time about a woman in town who is skilled in, or is knowledgeable in demonology.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if today is the right day to go asking around about people skilled in demonology, given that we were advised to be cautious.
Does she live in town or outside of town?
Let's see. It was a woman. Where was it? Where was it? It was before. We were at the temple still, mid-morning. Blah, blah, blah. Galia is the name of the woman. Inner city proper is where her name's kind of spoken. She has a manor, and her carriage is adorned by silver ravens. Not the easiest person to deal with.
So at least you could make it to her and back to the inn to wait for word on. I mean, she's at least not a long trip away, but I leave it to you guys as to which of these sources you want to tackle. Temple or Gallia or what say they?
I don't think I've changed my mind. So that's my thought, is to go to the temple with the god of shipwrights. What do you think, Max?
I'll go with Mara. Yeah, I think that's, might as well have another. Rather stay in the library doing research than hunting down a person who might be potentially dangerous.
Well, why would she be dangerous if she's just a scholar?
Well, she's not easy to deal with. I'm not sure
That
what
just
that
means
means.
she's a pain in the ass.
Okay.
I mean, it could just be that.
That might mean she
I mean, it doesn't mean she's dangerous. I mean, that's a whole new, I mean, for you guys, I mean, think about you're at a family reunion and someone says, well, she's not the easiest to get along with. That doesn't mean violent if you're at a family reunion. And when you talk to a civilian, they're not thinking violence. They would tell you, my God, she just, she's crazy. That's what they would tell you.
Yeah, but this Karandran.
Well, not if it's your family reunion, Kevin.
I see what you mean. In that context, you were just saying like socially.
Yes.
She's just like cantankerous is what I imagine. Yeah.
Cantankerous.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go to the library. Enough.
But I was also saying, I was going to say that the reason why I say go to the library is because, again, it's like isolation, sort of, in a way, like not.
But
your
you're under
average
the
person.
temple. You'd be under the temple's protection.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to the temple that you definitely passed as opposed to the one you assume is there, and that's going to be that of Aubrey. He's depicted as an elven male.
Can you spell Aubrey?
Aulbree. He's depicted wearing robes, usually hands outstretched.
You said what was his race?
He's depicted as an elven male. It is not surprising to see him depicted, any of these guys depicted as any of the four races: dwarven, elven, human, or goblin. The idea is that gods are, at least in this religion, the idea is that the gods are beyond race. But they're most often, he is most often depicted as male. He carries a battle axe, and the idea being that he splits a lover's heart to allow entry by another, and that's what makes him the god of love.
That's pretty awesome. Who needs a love potion when you have a love axe?
That's right. And he has his other symbols are an axe embedded in a heart, a left-facing ship, and the harp are his three symbols. All right, so let's talk about what you're wearing, what you're carrying with you. You make sure that Azrael is fed, and by your side, your little black tomcat familiar.
Yeah, I'll have my. So, Mara, are you bringing your bag of holding? If you would.
Yeah, my backpack of holding at least.
Okay.
Wait,
do you have multiple bags of holding?
Yes.
Bag of holdings?
Bags of holding, I do.
Okay.
Or items of holding.
I have items of holding, yes.
Right.
I do.
I wrote I have some items in your bag of holding, but I should probably be specific about which ones those are in. So
yeah, let me see.
Backpack. If I just handed you weapons, where would you put them?
It would depend on. Well, let me check first. Hold on. It's probably going to be my backpack of holding. What did you hand me?
A spear, a flail, and a full shield. I said, put this in your bag of holding. And then I forgot about it.
Let me make sure.
The only thing that might not fit into a backpack is the full shield. The mouth of the item may not be large enough to take full shield.
Ah!
Oh, it tore a little. Well,
We don't want that to happen because I can attest to what happens when things happen to a
Poke a hole in a bag of holding.
in
Man,
the
what a
bag.
way to just like mess up an adventurer's day. Just doink.
you just go around just in bars and like adventuring guilds. You just walk around with a dagger, poking holes in
Instead
various
of slashing tires, slashing bags.
Yes, yes. All right.
Yes, I have a bag of holding, and
So let's put the shield in there.
Okay.
okay. So let's see.
Which are in the backpack.
Shield. How heavy is that?
22.5 pounds.
Okay.
Now,
And then the other items.
the flail and spear. You need the weights for those.
Yeah, give me just 1 second. I have to insert.
You can message her the weights while she's looking up stuff.
Yeah, good idea. Let me text you.
A flail and
Spear.
spear.
So I would, if you're going to be cautious, you might travel with your hoods up, heads down. It's also, but that's going to block your vision. So you have a choice to make there.
Yeah, I will definitely have my hood up. Or hood down. Hood covered.
You're gonna wear your hood.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna be wearing town clothes, my daggers at my belt.
Okay.
Cool.
I have my town gear marked up here. Do I need to tell you, or can I? Okay.
You can't change it once you step out the door.
Right. I'm just gonna check real quick and make sure I have everything I want. So,
are you going to wear a hood or not, Karen? Are you going to have your hood up around your head, or are you going to wear it down? So you.
I think I'm gonna wear it over my hair at least, because I have red hair. So at least enough that
That can't be
Mm-hmm.
spotted.
And I am gonna put on under my cloak. I am gonna wear my hand axe of returning.
My lingerie of demon.
Or no, I think actually no, that one's okay. The hand axe of returning.
All right.
Are we also fully recovered from the night? HP, exhaustion, power.
Exhaustion, yes. HP.
I was at 138 out of 185 from the fumble yesterday.
So you are. There we go. You were just up 4, so pretty good. So Karen, you gain 15 hit points. Still sore a little bit of a limp. Brise, you are healed up.
Like sleeping, you see my tissue just re-knitting. It's
That's really ridiculous.
some type of creature.
Yeah, you have one of the largest.
Wow.
You're one of the healthiest characters in my history of playing.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
That's why I keep getting almost killed, but I keep coming back.
That's right. Who's leading the way in terms of navigation?
Guess Mara is kind of the one that brought up the temple, so she can lead the way. I'll defer to her.
Okay, give me just one more second. Sorry.
That's fine. I can roll for you while you do that.
1.
I'm gonna take some herbs, babe.
Okay.
Um,
You just call it Reaper.
yeah.
Take some herb.
Let's just do some.
I call this one titty sprinkles.
You think just some? You think aqueduct or some draft? Which one do you think?
I would do draft.
Okay.
Because you're pretty far down, aren't you?
Down on my hit points?
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide. I'm trying to figure that out. I was like, where did I put it? Sorry. So that's my problem.
You should be 45 points below your max right now.
Okay.
And do you have a ring that improves the strength of herbs?
I have.
Yeah, I remember it. You gave me herbs and it made it stronger.
Well, I have a helm.
No, I mean a ring specifically.
I'm looking. +1 for healing herbs. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, remember I have a ring that glows when demons are nearby, within 500 feet. Just so you know. Remember that, okay?
Yep.
And okay. All right. What is going on with this stupid? Every time I try to expand my window, it snaps back to. It's ridiculous. Okay. Okay, so did the root or the draft, I'm sorry, help with anything?
13 additional hit points.
Okay.
Limp is even slighter now. The pain on that leg is better.
Okay.
You leave?
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys get turned around. Feel like you're not on the right track. But you come across a large circus or fair that is unloading, and it's this huge caravan coming from the docks. And some of the sort of more street performing artists are out. Jugglers, fire eaters, sword swallowers, this sort of thing, are walking beside the caravan performing, picking up coins that are thrown at them. It is a big affair. The carriages are worn, but well painted, gilded. There are magic users on top of the wagons, creating doves, creating rainbows from one hand to the other. People have, crowded the edges of the street watching them go by. There's laughter. There's it's a lot of fun. There are vendors coming out from the bars with food, you know, handing out sausages on sticks and things like this. It's a very festive affair, and it is enormous.
Wow.
There are a group of small monkeys that are performing. Their performers, their trainers are sitting on the end of one wagon, and there's watching them perform between the wagons. And there's a distinct impression from both of you, from your long experience with familiars, that these are probably familiars. And so very little training is necessary. It takes a good half hour for the thing to pass by.
Yeah.
Probably 20 or 30 wagons. Get back on your way. By mid-morning, you find yourself at the Temple of Albury. It's being renovated. The bottom is done. It's very nicely adorned. It's a square face building. The gilding has been retouched on the symbols of Albury. The top two tiers, sort of like a wedding cake, those are being worked on right now. They have scaffolding up. There are guards standing by, just, making sure no trouble enters the temple.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys just head on in, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
Albury stands before you in the foyer. He leans upon his battle axe that is in front of him, with the haft pointed up. A harp leans against his knee. Always depicted sort of gentle and smiling. Small figures of women and men, embracing one another, crowd his feet, and they're smaller than the height of the blade of his battle axe. So he's really depicted as this giant figure. Initiates in the sky blue robes of his followers scurry here and there. There are conversations going on.
How is the quality of the sculpture and or the renovations that are being done? Brice's interest in sculpture.
The sculpture is very well done. Although it's clearly recently had work repainted and that sort of thing. As we remind people periodically here, we have an idea of these sort of sculptures of worship being, stone colored, but they weren't, at least in ancient Greek and Roman times, they weren't. They were painted stone, and they were very detailed paintings on there. And it took I forget, X-ray, something on the stone to pick out the pigmentation of what it is. And here, of course, in use, they are quite brightly painted. There are at least two couples. The men proposing to the women here, which is for people particularly born in February. That is a sign of good luck for the marriage to propose before the statue of Aubrey. His month is February. There is a group of adventurers here, if you're interested. A group of 6 or 8. Not from around here, not an elf or man among them. They're arguing quite loudly amongst themselves. A high-ranking priest, Elvin, is standing patiently waiting for them to resolve their difficulties.
I'll do a little eavesdropping.
Remember, you've got a partner. So,
of course.
So the thing
Azrael, do some eavesdropping.
No, I mean, you have a human partner, so you don't want you to walk.
Oh.
So what you do is say, I want to nudge Mara, and then kind of motion her toward me, and then head that way. And that way you won't just be walking away like a robot, you know?
Yes.
So you get a nudge, Mara, and a conspiratorial wink. What would you like to do? Are you going to be polite and just wave him away and say, go do your thing? Or are you gonna
Yes, just nod my head and be like, okay. And let him go, and I'll go. I'll find out. You know, I'll do.
You'll let him report.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just inspecting this gorgeous sculpture here. This artwork is very nicely done. What was that?
That's right. So Azrael stays, closer to them than you do. You concentrate on her and, of course, on him. And, of course, the sculpture. Huh. They are arguing very loudly about the amount to pay the priest to get him to advise them on an issue of about the Fae, about fairies. That it is, and I forget, but it is the species of fairy that slaughtered that city.
The Uthnorn.
The Uthnorn.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 90 for it being relevant to you, which is the minimum number to roll for it to be, that someone happens to be saying something of interest to you.
Right. 1 in 10 chance.
Now they're not talking about
the Uthnorn.
the destruction of the city or anything like that. They're talking about a species that is the Uthnorn. There is a they did they are seeking them for a way to unlock a small chest they have covered in fairy runes, and everything they've heard says that these runes are from the Uthnorn.
Are they throwing at any? What are throwing out numbers like how much they're offering?
Whenever a number comes up, that's when they drop down quietly,
Okay.
right? Because obviously he's listening.
10 minutes. Okay.
But Azrael's ears are sharp enough to pick it up. So the smallest figure is they're arguing between a figure between 200 and 500 gold.
Okay. What's the general vibe I get from the group? Do they seem like good folk or someone you wouldn't want to meet in a dark alleyway?
Hang on just a minute. So baby, you took 60 points of damage.
65.
Okay. So that's why I told you 45 is what you should be below your max before you looked it up. That's what you healed from sleeping.
But then I took a rook. Okay.
All right. So you should, before you knew your hit point total, I told you were 45 below your max.
Okay.
Instead of 65. That 20-point difference is what you got from sleeping.
Okay.
And
so
now,
I got 20 points from sleep and then 13 points from the rook.
right.
Okay.
Roll for me.
Me or Max?
Oh, sorry. Forgive me. Max, roll for me.
Yes. 97.
All right. These are the type of adventurers that will do any job for any price. You can hear it in their voice. Your gut tells you these are some cutthroat bastards. They glare at the priest quite dangerously, like, we could torture him and get the information. You just wait till night when he's headed home.
So I was thinking of kind of involving myself and maybe we can trade some information, but it sounds like might not be the best people to say I have information about the Uthnorn.
Yeah.
So I'll just.
There are 6 of them now that you're closer.
Mm-hmm. So I'll just listen and see what I can learn from that.
They are very young, very inexperienced adventurers. You could probably take 2 in a fight without a problem.
No.
They don't have, without selling things that they need, they don't have the money that the priest is not really requiring, but sort of waiting for them to offer.
Right.
They don't have the money they think they need.
Right. I think what I'll do instead is wait for them to leave and then ask the priest myself.
Right. Although, how much money do you have?
I mean, definitely not. That's a lot, but maybe I can convince him with some good graces that I need this information about the Uthnorn. I mean, I've got almost six mithril.
Okay.
2 mithril, 400 gold. So if it comes to it, I could just fork that over, but I'll keep listening to their conversation while Mara's doing her thing.
They have decided to resort to murder and torture. And that is their plan. They're going to iron out the details in a nearby tavern. They turn to the priest and say, thank him for their help. They're going to try to come together with, come back with more cash to offer, more coin, and they bid him good day, give him deep bows, and off they go.
Wow.
They turn and leave. What would you like to do?
I would like to kind of make sure they're gone and then get the attention of that priest. And excuse me, sir. Those adventurers you were just talking to.
What about them?
I overheard that they're going to harm you to get the information they want. They plan to come back here later and force whatever they want to hear out of you. I would be cautious and maybe not be around here if you can.
His face becomes very grave. He says, "The moment, please stay here." And he marches off after them, strides off after them.
Okay.
Fill Mara in.
Well, really quick, does he seem like how does he seem like he could take 6 adventurers?
6 is tough for anybody.
I might stop him and say, sir, they're inexperienced, but I think they wouldn't hesitate to cut you down in the street if you confronted them.
There may be 6 of them, but there are many more paladins who serve me. And off he strides.
Okay. You do you.
He is going to seize them in the street.
Yes.
And bring them back. I'm
going to go tomorrow.
Anything you want to withhold?
Nope.
Okay.
I do say the Uthnorn is a topic I'm interested in. It's the only reason I started listening to them for so long.
And
try to stick around and see what I can learn.
Do you want to describe the Uthnorn, or you want to?
Yeah, I describe them as Fae, as a type of warrior Fae, and there have been instances of them being corrupted and sealed into a magical item.
Roll, baby. See if you have heard of the Uthnorn.
$151.
So you have.
Oh yeah, you mentioned. Yeah, I've heard them spoken about a couple of times in Tales from Adventurers. I had always heard that they were further north than here, and that populations had returned when the elves were driven from the North Kingdom. Do you think there are populations here? She asked you.
So we're Morgrim, north of Alamar. Where's Pleston relative to us?
You're about even with it.
Like latitude?
Yeah.
Latitudinally? I say that I've heard of a group outside of Pleston, of Uthnorn, but I don't know. I don't know about this locale. And I say Pleston is, in the same latitude.
So, Mara, any response?
I mean, I hope that maybe I could go to the priest and see if he needs my help. I mean, did you hear? I guess we need to be cautious today.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe.
My thought, I don't want to be seen as the one who ratted them out. So I'm just going to feign ignorance.
Okay.
But I think it sounds like they'll get their just desserts.
I rolled morality for that group, right? You expect to get some number. The way that Rollmaster does a bell curve is that 25 to 74 is basically average.
Yeah.
And that's the way they do it, as opposed to doing a die pool system, which will get you a nice bell curve. And so, it takes a lot to get you on either side of that bell curve, as it should. And so their morality was negative 68.
Man, what is with Morgrim? We got these adventurers. We got Shiamak.
Yeah.
Got Tau demon worshippers here. The city's
doomed,
man.
That's right.
What's happening?
Yeah, so it's
Tekra has infiltrated the temple. Man, it's just bad news.
Yeah.
So it's just a few moments. People's heads begin turning outside, and
I'll make sure Azrael's hidden, if that's all right. Like, keep him outside. If any of them recognize him as a familiar.
Sure, just you send him to the other side of the statue.
Yeah.
And tell him not to rub up against the statue. You don't want to see him. You don't want to get him kicked or kicked out.
Not on the statue, Azrael.
All 6 of the adventurers have been disarmed and are being led back, having been tied. The priest strides at their head. And barks orders to the guards, and they disappear in the bowels of the temple. And returns to you after they're out of sight. He's being very discreet, didn't make eye contact with you the whole time. He bows deeply to you, introduces himself as Olnar, Olnar, and says, "I'm in your debt. If there's anything that I or the temple can do for you, don't hesitate to ask."
Well,
we have a few things.
Mara nudges Brise.
That's it. Social cues. That's what I need to teach my players is social cues like that are great.
She nudges me. I nudge her. We're just like,
Do you like photography? I say no more. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
We're researching a few topics, actually. I'll go first. I had heard that, they were going to ask you about the Uthnorn. I'm also researching the Uthnorn. Specifically, I've heard they could be corrupted and used for evil purposes. And I was wondering if there's any record of that about, or if there's any way to uncorrupt them, or to protect against their violence in that state.
We can all be corrupted, my daughter. It is simply a truth. How old is this person? Here's a description. Short blonde hair, clean shaven. He's a typical sort of 6'5" for a elf. Typical build as well. He says, come to my office. I'll tell you as much as you want to know. I have some time now.
Okay. Tomorrow long. Let's go.
You guys introduce yourselves, or do you use false names? What's the goal there?
I'll use the name I gave to Lanark, which was on the tip of my tongue.
The tip of my.
We were sisters, right? Like our names were super similar, like Erda and Orda.
What did I say my name was?
Well,
we used those names.
Those names.
Erda and Rutha.
Is that it?
Yes, I'm Erda. She's Rutha.
Yeah, I was going to say, wasn't it Ruth or something like that? Ruth. Mm-hmm.
I knew that you had made it based on Ruth. I remember that.
Which is funny. Erde in German means the earth. So that's how big Brise is.
Certainly, ego-wise.
Exactly.
Do you mind if we take a break for a minute? Take our break?
Oh, that's true. So you guys reach his office. He offers you beverages, and you got to sit down. And then it's time for us, ladies and gentlemen, to offer ourselves beverages. So if you give us just a minute, we're going to refill our drinks and stretch our legs for a bit. And then we'll be right back and see what we can learn about the Uthnord and see where that leads our adventurers. Just bear with us, and we'll be right back. Hi, everybody. Thanks for bearing with us. Let's get our other two heroes back here. There's one, there's two. I told you they wouldn't abandon us, and they didn't. I'm going to move myself down.
Right.
That's right. All right. So you are in discussion or about to be in discussion with this elven priest, the Temple of Albury in the city of Morgrim. And you guys are taken to his office. Do you want a drink? He offers you what seems to be very expensive brandies and whiskeys.
I would love some expensive brandy, please.
I would love some expensive whiskey.
Do you have what is it called? Pierre Ferrand? I've had it before. Very nice
I would
brandy.
like some Blantons, please.
Just start throwing out our whiskey knowledge.
That's right. I have no whiskey knowledge because, of course, I don't drink, so I have nothing. Beverages are very good. He takes a seat after pouring himself one. His office is very well appointed. There are texts behind him, both magical and mundane. He says, I recognize that you may have just saved my life, but still it is it's behooving on me to ask if why you seek information. Oh, what is going on?
I'm going to mute myself.
Okay.
Got some laundry going back there in the temple.
Some laundry.
No, it's the yard. They're doing their yard next door.
Oh, great.
You do.
It's required of me to ask why you seek information on the Ethnor. They can be extremely dangerous.
Well, there is a certain. Have you heard of an artifact called? What's it called? God, I always forget the name of it. The Nine-Fingered Candle.
I have not.
Is a very dangerous item that I believe has fallen into the possession of. Let me. Very dangerous item that we're seeking to, contain and potentially destroy if possible. But the item contains uncountable Uthnorn who have been corrupted, and the item works by unleashing these Uthnorn upon a city and
a target.
Yeah, any target, and in a matter of hours, they can decimate whatever it was they've been unleashed upon, and then recalled back into the item. It's an evil item that want to destroy, and also hope to, free and convert the Uthnorn within it back to their original selves.
And where is this item now?
How do we say? There's a. Oh God! Actually, I need to remember myself before I say anything. We said there was a fake, right? That was given to somebody, but we think it's in the hands of another, not an ally, but I guess an acquaintance.
Right. Oh gosh, her name's Fraudrum.
Fraudrum, yeah. So I say it's in the hands of an acquaintance. So it's we know where it is. I know where it is, and
well, you sort of know where it is.
Sort of know, I guess.
You know the general area that the person resides in.
Right.
And what will your knowledge of the Uthnorn tell you? that you don't already know?
Well, is there a way to, if we free these Uthnorn from this magical item and they are corrupted, I would think that would cause havoc. I'm looking for ways to, uncorrupt them, for lack of better words, or at least, if there's some way, can they be reasoned with? Right? Are they a species that would, are there other records of corrupted Uthnorn and how they've been dealt with in the past?
All stories of the Fae, even the ones we're told in childhood, paint the Fae as particularly suspicious and reclusive when it comes to dealing with larger folk.
Mm-hmm.
That has been my experience and research as well. But nothing compares to the secretiveness and suspicion of the Uthnorn. What's his age? He's got some age on him. In the northern frontier, before it was merely a frontier, I was a priest serving a small temple near the mountains. Even then, I was interested in the Fae and studied under a knowledgeable priest there. He took me out seeking for the Uthnorn, and we found a colony in a valley. I say we found them. What I mean to say is that we allowed them to find us. We went without weapons, and we camped for more than a week.
Wow.
But this priest was a man of extraordinary patience. He made offerings every day and night in the 4 cardinal directions. A pile of berries, the best he could find, and silver coin. A small pile of each every morning and night. In each cardinal direction until the Uthnorn finally, after a week of taking them, sent a lone emissary to talk to us.
Wow.
We were questioned quite harshly. And after 3 days of discussion, we were allowed to see a handful of them. No matter the provocation or their belligerence, this old priest of mine would sit still as a stone and keep repeating his insistence that all he did was want to learn from them. They eventually taught him and me some herbs we knew nothing about, certain places of healing, blessed by the Fae, near brooks and waterfalls. And we secured permission to use these for people of the town who had particular ailments.
Okay.
They are not bad, no worse than elf or man, but they are very cautious in their dealings. They will test you. They will push you to your limits to see if they can anger you. They slashed my master across the face with their tiny blades more than once.
And if you show any anger or ill will, I assume they, that's the last you see of them.
I have to assume.
Mm-hmm.
I know of no Uthnorn, alas, near here. I have heard rumors that there are groups in the peninsula and among the mountains of the troll clans.
Where are those mountains?
It's where the peninsula joins the mainland.
Okay.
So the spine of the peninsula is a mountain chain. That mountain chain joins up with the mainland into a much more massive mountain chain. And it is that intersection that is the large nation of the troll clans. Of course, extraordinarily dangerous until you're much higher level.
And then incredibly dangerous.
Yeah. It's, I mean, you guys might, using discretion, you're about the level that can probably survive there. You're sort of experienced enough to know at least, I can't win this fight, so I'm going to avoid this fight.
Mm-hmm.
And so that'll be, it's a key thing, just get out of town. And you're 2-on-1 against a single troll in most cases, and that's good. So it'll be the cities that'll be most interesting for you. Because, they throw you out of a shop, they literally throw you out of a shop, and you may wind up on a rooftop.
Yeah. Okay. So it sounds like not a lot of hope for the 9-fingered candle trying to convince these violent fae that have been trapped there for thousands of years to
well, I mean,
bygones.
You do have that, you do have you're relatively nearby, the group that's reportedly near Pleston.
Right.
And, seeking their advice,
right.
would sort of be your last avenue.
Right. And now this is good information about how to seek their advice.
Yeah.
And Brise, with her impatience, like a whole week. Oh my God.
Yeah. You just may leave it to somebody else,
Yeah. Honestly. Yeah. I know Doshrik was supposed to be doing that research. That was months ago. So I'll have to, when I'm back at the keep, I'll ask him.
Right.
Okay. That's all I had to ask about the Uthnorn.
I wonder if Mara should ask any questions about anything she's interested in.
Any green armor or blue armor?
She is interested, but she's also thinking not just of that, but of maybe asking about a certain type of prison.
Just really quick, for episode 200, wouldn't it be great if we came in with like the armor, the green and gold striped armor? 3D print something. I don't know.
3D prints.
Anyway, that's an aside.
I'm wondering if that is something we should consider.
Well, you can't consider it.
I know.
You have to either act or not act, and Max, you can't give her input because you can't know that she's thinking about it, and she can't ask you.
Karen, look at me. How are you thinking about it? Oh yeah, she's thinking.
Well, I'm thinking about it, but I'm not sure if Max wants me to talk about it since he's supposed to be the one who talks about it.
It doesn't matter. You can't get feedback from Max. You have to just make a decision. First off, why don't you roll your gut? I know you don't trust people. Or take a really high roll. Well, not a really high roll. A really high roll on my part. What did you roll?
50.
Okay. And then that tells you this. Yeah, you don't trust this guy. He is not, well, I can't say you distrust him. He has not earned your trust. But the question is the fact of the soul prison? Can you ask questions that don't reveal the fact that you know of a soul prison? That's all you'd have to do.
Yeah. Okay. She doesn't trust him.
She doesn't have to trust him. If you give him nothing to betray you, you don't have to trust him, right? Have you ever heard about soul prisons? What can you tell us?
Yeah. Okay. Have you ever heard about no? I heard this term the other day. I heard someone, mention this, and I was just wondering if you have heard of it. Something called a soul prison.
I'm asking for a friend. It looks immediately at Brise.
It sounds, I don't know. Sounds magical. Leave me alone.
It's magical.
I stabbed myself today, so
This is true. I have.
You have?
There is some knowledge of them here from ancient texts, and it may shock you to learn this, but also from our interactions with the merfolk that occupy the waters around the islands near here. Many of our congregants, visitors, are sailors, and they
Devotees.
What?
Devotees.
Maybe that's, yeah. The sailors, of course, have occasional sightings of merfolk, more so than you or I might, and it frightens them. We took it upon ourselves to send an emissary to them. This was 20, 30 years ago. So we've maintained occasional contact with them just to ascertain that they are not dangerous, so we can reassure the sailors and prevent the sailors from attacking them.
Mm-hmm.
In doing so, we exchanged information, and we learned that they use soul prisons. It always involves water, apparently, to imprison the soul of those who commit egregious crimes. There are some texts here that refer to their construction as well. And those texts are quite old.
I'm so fascinated. I wonder, could I read about those? I mean, just so sounds so interesting.
Normally, such information would be off limits just because of the age of the volumes.
Mm.
But your friend here, Erda, has done me such a service that I could hardly turn you down. You won't be allowed to touch the text, you understand.
Of course.
I will have a librarian handle the text and turn pages for you.
Fantastic. Would love that.
Roll a double odd as to whether or not you can see the text.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. Looky no touchy.
Is there anything else?
I would potentially also looking for a text. Good man, Olnar. That is potentially more
Problematic.
So there is a demon lord by the name of Alnoch, who I've seen their followers here in Morgrim, and I'm hoping to learn what I can to defend myself against them.
I have not heard such rumors. But then I am not the one to ask. How did you encounter followers of demons here in Morgrim? Hey, baby, watch.
No! I'm
gonna play with his nipples. Hang on.
Ow!
Here, quick, Max. Can you like smack Kevin for me? There you go.
Just pull at his hair.
What hair?
No, you can't do that. There's not any there.
None left. I say, I just heard a conversation in a tavern of a woman by the name of Talth was speaking of the name Alnoch, speaking of doing deeds for them.
Why don't you bring up that you're a paladin?
Yeah. I say, I myself am a paladin. Oxir is my god that I serve most closely associated with.
As should I say that I am as well?
Sure.
As am I.
So is my cat.
Thanks for interrupting
Well,
me.
we're all good here.
Yeah. Drawing the attention away from me, Krish.
Pause a lot.
And then suddenly he's just like, your cat's a paladin? We have to talk about this for hours now.
Right, exactly. As am I. I serve Admia.
I knew there was something about both of you. You gave very particular reverence to the statue when you passed it. And I noticed you bowed slightly to all the representations of Albury as we went to my office.
He's observant.
We sure did.
The things you do that are unconscious.
Praise God.
Z. Praise God. Z. Z. Z.
And what of my cat, King Arper?
Harper.
I'm just going to keep adding to. I will do what I can to put you in touch with the priest who would know most about this demon.
Okay. Also ask. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Ask about I've also I was advised by another temple.
Oh, your audio's messing up, buddy.
How's it now?
Check your maybe check your connections. Huh, weird. You're very low and there's pops of static and it's somewhat distorted.
Looks like it's pouting.
It happened once before and resolved itself very quickly, but this
Okay.
time,
Oh, you're good.
Oh, good now?
Keep talking.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I heard it too. Sorry about that, y'all. But hopefully just a momentary glitch. So anyway, I asked about an acolyte from another temple did tell me about a young human woman named Gallia who lives here in the city and is knowledgeable about demons. I was going to seek her out as well for information. If you know anything more about her, that would be helpful.
I do not.
Okay.
Um,
All right. And that's everything I had.
all right. Your distortion is back.
What the fuck? Scheisse. How about now?
It's okay for now.
Okay. I'll just have my window up if I need to change my mic again. Maybe that.
Toggling it. Excuse me.
Okay. So I said that's all I wanted to ask then from our friend here, Olnar.
I had something else I was wondering about, Your Eminence.
Yes.
Um, I'm frozen. No, I'm trying to decide.
Alzheimer's.
Yes. I'm trying to decide what I want to ask about. If I want to ask about. Well, I've heard tell of.
Now I'm actually worried about Kevin. No, it's
No. I would be frozen too, right? Because
You're not in that movie.
I'm frozen too. No, I'm wondering if you've heard of
The hero Sir Pause-a-Lot? Yes, I have.
Never mind.
No, come on, baby.
I don't need to talk about anything.
I was just playing with you. A little game of cat and mouse, if you will. What were you going to bring up?
Somugorha.
Oh. That name is familiar.
Mm.
A great demon of darkness. Enslaver of souls.
Yes.
Well, you will have much to talk about. Um, so he rises, offers to take Mara to take Rutha to the library. Takes and I suppose Urta should stay here and await to be summoned to the one of their leading demonologists.
Right.
Um, the Olnar rises, leads Mara to a library. They talk about what information, what text. Make sure that you have help with any translations from this ancient text. And you are seated, Karen, at a heavy table with a candle. A book stand is brought, an ancient text is set before you. Pages are turned carefully until they find the section. They offer you pen and paper to take notes. It is in an ancient language. It resembles Halfling, but it is indiscernible to you. So you ask that you just have it read to you.
Halfling is just like English, but all the letters are very,
It's only lowercase letters.
they're all like very squat.
That's right.
Put it in front of a funny mirror.
The demonologist. Is named Kessavir. Kessaveer. That's how you spell it.
Kessabir.
That's right.
It's an umlaut, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Elven male.
Cute.
What was that, baby?
I said, is he cute?
Let me see.
He's a demonologist, so
Average looking.
absolutely.
Holy crap, is he tall? Man, he is a big dude. Oops. Where is the height chart? Not there. Where is the height chart? Oh. Okay, guy, where is this thing? Look at it later. But that roll's got to be over 7 foot.
Wow.
Built with a very powerful build. He's very young. Light brown hair, very close cropped, light green eyes. He wears very plain brown robes. Very serious. Bows deeply to you. Jeez.
Pretty entertained just seeing you freak out about all these guys like stats.
Guy is very interesting. He takes your hand very properly. As I said, bows to you. So you ask about
Alnoch.
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 And he nods sagely. He's been informed that you're a paladin. You've heard that introduction.
Oh, I didn't realize Brise was with me. I thought they took me.
No,
by
We are separate.
You are
Yeah.
separate.
Oh,
You're
I'm
reading,
not with the Kessedir.
you are not Kesavir. Veer.
Casimir.
I am not with Kessedir.
No,
Okay.
you are in the library being read
Okay.
to you.
Gotcha.
So
I just
roll-
thought you were okay.
So roll for me, baby. Roll for me.
Okay,
Oh, maybe.
that's you, Max. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding. Roll, babe. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. 59.
Okay. You only take so much before you have to get up and just do something else because you're so impatient. So you asked to be shown to wherever Brise is, or Erda, and you're introduced and sat down in front of Casimir. They're talking about Alnoch. His knowledge on Alnoch is fairly extensive. And he's very generous with his knowledge. A little short on humor, doesn't smile a lot. He says that, yes, they have a cult operating here,
Wow.
perhaps more than one. They are aware that Talf is a follower and a big financial contributor. Do you want to offer that she's much more than that?
Do I trust this? What's my feeling about this guy?
Roll for me.
79.
He is, you believe, counted among the wise,
Okay.
despite his youth.
I say that I've heard that Talth is. So he said Talth is a follower, but Talth is potentially in possession. Now he's being possessed, actually, and is channeling powers of. I guess I don't know enough about. Do I know enough about demon possession to know? Is it a demon under Alnok that's possessing her, or is it Alnok, a fragment of Alnok itself?
Yeah, you really don't know.
So possessed in some way, channeling demonic powers.
He is very surprised at the news.
I gotta be careful what I say.
What's the guy's name? Oh, the demon.
Kesabir.
No, that's the priest. What's the demon's name?
Alnoch is the demon lord.
How do you spell that?
Alnoch. I keep giving it like the German at the end, unintentionally.
Or the Hebrew.
Alnoch. It kind of sounds more intimidating that way.
Alnoch. Mm-hmm.
Both of you roll for me.
74.
59. Again, that's funny.
He seems very intelligent as well. You described the wagon, her carriage.
Right.
He goes on this thing about, there are very few people in town who could have crafted that for her. It is possible that she made it herself, which means that if she's possessed, then she's possessed by a demon of considerable power and ancient lore.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to share with him, the task put before you?
I'm not going to do that. My fear is that that'll get back to Talth, and
even though you think of this guy as one of the wise.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It's scary just sharing this knowledge.
Mara looks at Brise and goes,
I'll ask about the platter.
Why would you do that, baby? Why would you just not bring it up yourself? You don't know. You can't know what's in his mind that he's having doubts. So you don't know.
So I feel the same way about this guy.
Hang on. So you don't know that he needs encouragement. You see what I mean?
Oh, I see. Okay. Given that she's been saying all these things anyway, I do want to say we've been given a task by her. And to be honest, I don't want to do it, but
are you going to elaborate? Or are you just going to bury the lead here?
Explain what the task is.
Are you going to bring up that it's to ward off Kralum from, because it's supposed to work against one category of demon that's been plaguing Brise?
Wait, I'm doing that, or is Brise doing that?
I'm asking you if you're doing it.
Do I know that much? I guess I do. Sure, I'll keep going.
Just spill the whole thing, why not?
Mm-hmm.
No, I Brise would do the same actually at this point.
His eyes go wide. That's the Temple of the Mother in the northern part of town. Before Morgan became a port, it's very old. In sorry shape, I'm sad to say. I can alleviate your mind about stealing it. I know the head priest there very well. And with the situation explained, she can see to it that the temple is not guarding it that day in case you're being watched. Here is the situation, however. The demon Kralum must be a threat to Alnok. That is why you've been tasked with this.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, you will be strengthening somewhat Alnok's position in this world. But you will be safer.
Right. I say, we're pitting these two evil entities against each other. I want to give either of them as little advantage as we can.
You are an adventurer, are you not?
Yes.
So you don't have the regular protections of a temple. You're often traveling alone.
Mm-hmm.
The temple will stand against Alnok. I don't fear giving her a slight advantage. You will need all the help you can get in your journeys. Kralum will continue to possess individuals when he can and send assassins after you. And you will not have the shield of a temple to deflect the blow. Let's leave this matter between the three of us. The high priests here get word of it. It'll be debated for weeks.
So it's kind of, he's saying this is a worthy sacrifice. Not a worthy sacrifice, but
Sort of.
giving Alnok a slight edge is worth it because he, the temple could stand against Alnok, whereas I need all the help I can get against Kralum.
Right, because you're not going to be around temples very
Right.
often.
Right.
And so you'll be out in the wilderness or among in small towns.
Yeah, it's reassuring to hear that the clergy is kind of on my side with this task.
But not all of them.
Not all of it, but the
But
ones who I think are wise.
Yeah, you're right. There are reasonable ones out there.
Okay.
If there are arts you possess to protect or conceal your campsites or your residences when you stay in an inn, I would use them.
Hmm.
I would not sleep unattended until this task is complete.
I say I fear that Kralum has gotten very good at finding my campsites. It hasn't happened since Mara and I have been, since we've been traveling together. But I will continue to seek those precautions.
So this person does feel, Mara, to you as someone who is can be confided in. Like maybe you wouldn't trust him with a, to have your back in a fight. You don't know him that well, but in terms of giving information to and getting advice from, you trust him.
We met someone the other day. I wonder if you know him. His name is Lanok.
This brings an actual chuckle from him. I know Lanok very well.
What makes you laugh?
Any time with Lanok is a story.
What does he like to tell? Stories does he like to tell?
No, it is a story.
Oh, I see.
You're in the story.
This one time, Lanok trapped me in his house and forced me to tell him information. That sounds so familiar.
Why do you ask of Lanok?
I think he might be able to help us, but I just don't know if we can trust him.
What makes you doubt it?
Shianok.
Shianok and Lanok have a similar problem. Not identical, but similar. Lanok will take great risks to accomplish great goals, and people can suffer because of that. Shianok will walk over your bodies to accomplish what she wants, whether the goal be small or large. I'm surprised their partnership has not fallen apart. But ultimately, Shianok will have to be dealt with. Maybe her own ruthlessness will be her undoing. But they strive against a very complicated and powerful figure. One who used to be among the Council of Wizards here in the West. His name is Oshekra, a male human of strange appearance. His legs appear as those of a metal spider. He too is ruthless and powerful. Strangely, Oshekra is more trustworthy than Shianok.
I asked, what makes you say that?
He's perfectly willing to help the greater good. Perfectly willing, so long as it doesn't get in the way of his own plans. He has no problem with feeding the poor or healing the sick. Has even given money to the cause. But it's only when such things stand in his way. Shianok has no interest in any of those things, other than her own objective.
Right.
What is the word for someone who will do charitable things and help people? Will be like, how would you describe him?
What now?
Like, what is the word for someone who will be charitable and help people? And so, like I say, he'll help a cause and be
Shiamok.
charitable, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Beneficent.
Philanthropic, generous.
Magnanimous. That's my favorite.
That's my name. Don't worry it out.
Magnanimous Palantir.
If you're going to work with Lanok, as I said, he's willing to take incredible risks. If there's a chance of success, he'll do it. It's going to be hard pressed to keep him on a reasonable course.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should end it here as Mara raises the question to him about Elganir.
Mm.
Right? You would certainly ask questions about him, right?
I think I got that confused with Somu Gorha. So, who I was trying to remember. I was trying to remember.
Elganir is a demon, top henchman demon.
Okay. Ask him about Elganir.
And we're done.
Very nice. Very nice. It's amazing what you can do and talk to people and know what they're doing.
So, we will. We're going to be back, guys, on next Tuesday.
Yes.
We've got a conflict on Wednesday, so we hope you'll join us then. As always, we really thank you guys for hanging out with us. We really do appreciate it. If you think we're doing a good job, hit that like and subscribe button. Think we're doing a great job, and send us a little love through Donor Box. You see the link right there. Someone else who does a great job is Max on his own YouTube channel, where he discusses the role of music and original soundtracks in video games. Thanks, as always, to Elliot Donovitz for her terrific character art, for Brise, and eventually for Mara.
I know.
Mara, get on the ball and work with Elliot so they can continue.
I know. The problem is I too am an artist and I'm way too critical.
So be critical.
I know. I will.
We'll talk about it later.
And Karen's Contemporary Chorale group, you can find on contemporarychorale.org, just had their performance and it was quite a show. Do you have any idea if that show is up online yet, baby?
I'm not. I don't think so. Not yet. No.
Okay, but soon?
Soon. It's in production. Mm-hmm.
Okay, post-production.
Post-production.
Yeah. So look forward to that, guys. That's contemporarychorale.org. They accept donations as well. You can donate to me by going and take a look at my novel on Amazon. I enjoyed writing it, and I certainly hope you guys enjoy reading it. And I think that's it from me. And we just have it for Karen to say goodbye to our lovely people.
Good night, everyone. Thanks for hanging about, and we wish you a great week. We'll see you next week.
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
And Max, why don't you take us out of here?
All right. Yeah. Episode 190 in the books. We'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.